think I had a dream that I heard my brother talk. He called the building some shit, mother. All I wanna be with you. I can't be to you.
So today we've got some early gameplay for Vondo coming tomorrow in Season 4 of Warzone. Entirely honest, I was incredibly surprised to be invited out last week to try. Let's get 96, and Season 4 for Modern Warfare 2 is coming tomorrow. And yesterday we did get a bit of a map overview of Kunstenaar District. Hopefully I'm not butchering that name too bad. I think I have been, but that's the best I can do. So we're going to have a little bit of a look at that today. And also, just today they released the Black Cell Battle Pass upgrade trailer. And I don't really care about the cosmetics all that much, so I'm not going to get into the details of this. However, there is one key element I wanted to pull from this, and it looks like they are adding the Akimbo attachment for the F-TAC Siege mid-Season 4, and that sounds like it's going to be pretty crazy. I'm curious to see what the stats end up looking like for that. I'm hoping they have them balanced nicely so that they're just fun to use and kind of gimmicky, but not overpowered. In either case, that's pretty much all I wanted to pull from that Black Cell Battle Pass trailer. Now let's move on to the video that came out yesterday, and this is showing a good overview of the multiplayer map that was taken from the new Warzone map, Vondel, and this multiplayer map is Kunstenaar District. And let's start this off by having a look at the map overview. It is worth noting, they have mentioned that this isn't going to be one-to-one to what we see in Vondel, the Warzone map. There will be some different cover placement, which is good news. That is good to hear. And with this, we can see it's a fairly basic 3-lane design, and it looks like you'll have access to several of the rooftops, as well as a small swimming area on the left side of the map in that canal. And overall, just based on these little flyovers and the overhead view we can get here, it seems like quite an interesting map. It looks like there's going to be a lot of opportunity for close quarters fights, but also on the left and right lane of the map, it looks like there's going to be some fairly long engagement opportunities there as well. So it's basically pick the middle lane if you want to go shotguns or SMGs, or you can stick to the outside lanes for those more longer range engagements. It also appears there is going to be a fair amount of verticality here. I'm hoping there aren't going to be too many windows that you can shoot through, and it's literally just going to be either street level or rooftop level. Otherwise, it may be a little bit too dangerous to be moving around the map. Based on the little bits of flyovers here, I'm not really seeing any open windows, so it looks like they're handling it that way, and I think that would be great news. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything we've got so far. It is also worth noting some creators were flown out last week to LA to the studio to capture some gameplay on Vondel, just playing.
Let's find your burst must.
I'm trying to get over this. I'm trying to
Do you like fighters or spacecraft design? Grab your copy of the first Space Dock reference book all about these topics on our Patreon through the link in the description and pinned comment below. Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Dock. I'm Fujiwara and today I'm going to go over my top 10 firearms or weapons or guns or however you want to refer to them, starting with the 0-point energy field manipulator from Half-Life 2. The gravity gun was not specifically built as a weapon, instead it was designed as a tool to lift and move heavy equipment. Despite that, it's one of the best weapons in the entire series, added as another facet.
Some of the greatest movie props are guns. Most movies have guns in them, and there's some guns that are in multiple movies, and some guns that are just infamous because of certain movies. So what we're going to take a look at today is we're going to take a look at the top 10 movie prop guns. Number 1, the Desert Eagle. Anytime somebody's trying to make somebody look tough, they put a Desert Eagle in their hand. So The Matrix, Deadpool, RoboCop, and pretty much every Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, the Desert Eagle is the ultimate movie gun. Number 2, double barrel shotgun. Almost every weapon they break out a double barrel shotgun. From Mad Max to Zombieland, Warlock Empire, double barrel shotgun. Really time
That's so bad.
1911. Most World War II veterans had taken out of the Army. There's a lot of Resident Evil, Terminator, Office, Prime, Number 4, Single Action Army Colt. Regular for John Wayne, one of my all-time favorites, Open Range, and Tombstone as well. Single Action Army Colt paved the way to the west, and it's well known in most westerns that you'll see out there. Number 5, Colt Python. Colt Python is, of course, Rick's gun in Walking Dead. They played a big role with Dirty Harry and Magnum Force, although it wasn't Dirty Harry's. They sure had that Python all over that movie, as well as Payback. The Colt Python, similar to the double barrel, is kind of what you use when you're trying to prove a point. 6, the AR-15, similar to 1911. This is in countless movies. Scarface, I'm Legend, Predator, Death Wish, go on and on and on with the AR-15 in the movies. It's very important and very infamous as a movie prop gun. And probably one of the biggest ones out there as far as rifles go. Number 7, Beretta 92. Beretta 92 is a darn good looking gun. It's been used in movies for a long time. Most famous would be Die Hard and Lethal Weapon, but the Beretta 92 is in so many different movies, it's really countless. Number 8, the Thompson submachine gun. Any sort of early 19th century gangster movie like Miller's Crossing, but they also had it in Star Trek. Really a great gun when somebody's trying to get their point across. Number 9, Smith & Wesson Model 29. Clint Eastwood made this gun very famous in Dirty Harry. It's also James Bond's sidearm in Live and Let Die. The Model 29 was the first .44 Magnum. It was a perfect sidearm for Dirty Harry. Finally, number 10, PPK Everybody that has seen a James Bond movie knows that the PPK is the ultimate concealed carry for 007. So there you go. There's our top 10 movie guns. Now I know there's so many of them out there that I didn't mention. If you have any, put them in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel through Patreon. That link is below. The most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, so never hesitate to send that stuff in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.
Hey everyone, James with TBE TGE. I've always considered Die Hard to be a Christmas movie. In fact, I was surprised to learn that the debate over whether or not Die Hard was a Christmas movie even existed. Nine coolest and most powerful guns used in sci-fi and fantasy movies. Hi, I'm Christian Harris. Thank you for watching Marvelous Videos. Sometimes while exploring strange realms and other planets, movie characters might discover that their best friend and companion that keeps them warm is a killer weapon. This weapon, usually a gun, proves useful in several scenarios, sometimes more than their fists and wits, which aren't always enough. Therefore, a pistol is the best weapon to defend them with. This video will bring to you a handful of such exotic guns used in various sci-fi and fantasy movies that will blow your mind.
Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Proton packs. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters will forever remain an iconic 80s movie series in the hearts and minds of children and adults from that era. It contains a ton of humor and revolves around catching scary ghosts amidst the world's possible end. The movie reached a plethora of people, so much so that after 2 sequels, it's still getting a reboot in 2021. Of course, everyone knows that one of the coolest parts of Ghostbusters is the weapons used in it. The proton pack is the main device used in the movie to capture and trap the ghosts. It works by countering the negative energy that ghosts comprise of with a proton stream. A proton stream is a stream of ions that are charged positively that can harness a ghost. It's also very dangerous. The proton stream is so lethal that it's capable of total protonic reversal that will cause all life as we know it to stop existing instantly. Every molecule in the human body would explode at the speed of light. The guns are powered by nuclear energy, and their power cell's half-life is approximately 5,000 years. Proton packs are unique because they're the only weapons in the world that can strip electrons off protons. They contain bonds known as neutron bonds that are handheld and connected to particle accelerators to the side of the weapon. The way the gun works is that it fires an energy stream, allowing a wielder to snare a ghost. The stream reacts to the ghost's energy and uses it to trap it. Even if the ghost is invisible or intangible, their energy can still be detected by this device. The positive stream neutralizes the ghost's ability to become invisible and phase through solid objects. This makes them as real reveal us creatures in our reality and
never knew that,
suspends
yo.
the movements
Positive,
so they can be
negative?
captured.
I guess they negative the ghost, positive. That's hot.
Morita Assault Rifle, Starship Troopers. 2 decades ago, Paul Verhoeven created a satirical sci-fi action classic that was misunderstood by a significant number of people. When Starship Troopers was first released in the theater, it faced considerable criticism from viewers. However, over the last few years, it has begun gaining the recognition it deserves, as people begin to identify its shiny action and parody attributes. Besides all this, the film's most intriguing aspect is the collection of alien creatures and extremely powerful weapons and firearms it showcases. The Morita Assault Rifle is a basic rifle that was used by the mobile infantry during the First Bug War. The First Bug War was a conflict between the U.S. Federation and the Arachnid species, which were hostile bug-like aliens conquering several planets across space. The first version of the Morita Assault Rifle was, however, eventually replaced by an upgrade known as the Morita II Assault Rifle. The Morita contains 3 variants. The standard variant with an underslinging shotgun, the second one that is a level above the standard rifle, and the final variant that is shorter, lighter, and doesn't contain a shotgun. The Morita Assault Rifle contains radical technical elements, such as electronic firing systems and energy weapons. It contains high magazine capacity, allowing the soldiers that use the gun to carry several bullets unhindered at once. The bullet's speed is so strong that when shot, it has the ability to make a hole through titanium 2 inches deep. However, one drawback of this gun is that it doesn't have basic iron sights, which means that it makes the weapon's marksmanship considerably low. The Lawgiver, Mark II, Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd is the legendary comic book superhero that appears in the 2000 AD Sci-Fi magazine. It has fostered several talents such as Alan Moore, Neil Gaiman, and Grant Morrison. This comic has so far received 2 movie renditions that is based in a fascist and dystopian world, where an anti-hero, Joe Dredd, popularly known as Judge Dredd, delivers justice. Judge Dredd is the keeper of peace, playing judge, jury, and executioner in his home, Mega City 1. But what people don't often think about is that much of its cool factor comes from the weapons that they use in their world. The Lawgiver Mark II is one such weapon. It's an automatic voice-activated pistol manufactured by General Arms. It's the standard firearm that the judges in their universe use. There are several that have been produced, each with its own upgrades and multifaceted features. It has the ability to release several ammunitions from one cartridge. Because judges are killed at such a high rate in the streets of Mega City 1, each one of the pistols contains several security features that prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Every Lawgiver contains a sensor that is programmed to recognize its authorized user's palm print. The Mark II is a considerable improvement over its predecessor, the Mark I. All its ammunition is stored in one bulk magazine, as opposed to many smaller magazines. Moreover, unlike the Mark I, which is semi-automatic, the Mark II is an automatic pistol. It has a built-in stun shot system, and this runs on an internal battery pack. It also releases a neuroelectric energy pulse that, when fired, demolishes the target's nervous system. Auto 9, RoboCop. RoboCop is a 1987 satirical sci-fi action film directed by Paul Verhoeven. The RoboCop franchise consists of several films, a TV series, a mini-TV series, an animated series, and a myriad of video games. However, what is very intriguing are the weapons that are used in them. The Auto 9, a 9mm handgun, is the protagonist's primary weapon in the film. It contains a large barrel extension through which the firing occurs in 3-round bursts. This is an extremely advanced fire machine pistol that has a 50-round magazine. The pistol was holstered and concealed in RoboCop's thigh, along with one reload magazine kept in storage. The Auto 9's most common fire setting is the 3-round burst mode. However, RoboCop prefers to fire in single rounds. This pistol is special because it's capable of using special ammunition, which can be selected by RoboCop through his targeting interface. Besides the movie, in RoboCop the series and RoboCop Prime Detectives, the pistol was designed to carry special ammunition. When the movie was being filmed, the production team had to fill out additional paperwork for permission to bring guns into the US and use them on set. They were bound by the National Firearms Act of 1934. This act prevents them from carrying any firearms on set that fires more than one round, with pulling the trigger only once. Moreover, civilians or citizens without a license are not legally allowed to use them. The Good Samaritan, Hellboy. Mike Mignola's Hellboy series was introduced for the first time in Dark Horse Comics. With the series progression, it now includes a vast array of comics and movies, the latter having several sequels, even a reboot. It's not just Guillermo del Toro's direction and the cast members' stellar performances that make this franchise a worldwide favorite, but also some of the cool gadgets and technology that the film showcases. The Good Samaritan is a large 22mm 4-round revolver. It has custom-made bullets that fire with significant power and can easily penetrate even the toughest of materials on planet Earth. The gun has insane resistance for any form of attack. Its grips are carved from fragments of the true cross. The metal that the gun is made of consists of a combination of church bells, cloud iron crucifixes, blessed silver, and other mystical metals. The Samaritan can only hold 4 rounds at a time. Since it's difficult to load with the large fingers on the right hand of Doom, Hellboy uses his left hand to load it whenever he can, and also fires it with his left hand only. Hellboy himself custom-made the revolver's rounds. They are tipped with explosive shells containing white oak, holy water, garlic, and silver shavings. M41A Pulse Rifle, Aliens. James Cameron's 1986 sci-fi masterpiece is one of the most popular sci-fi horror movies of all time. Even after 4 decades of its release, the movie feels contemporary, having had an array of sequels and prequels. The movie's charm doesn't end here. Cameron has opened viewers up to a world full of extremely dangerous alien creatures, but also new gadgets and weapons along with them. The M41A Pulse Rifle is an assault rifle that the U.S. Colonial Marine Corps, the USCM, and Army used as their primary infantry weapons. It was used regularly while engaging with the Xenomorphs and Yautjas. The weapon was designed by retired Corporal Jonathan LaForce of the USCM as part of a program called the Marine 70 program. It was used as a replacement for the weapon that was initially used, called the Harrington Assault Rifle. LaForce designed and created the weapon in his very own home workshop. Unfortunately, the weapon initially faced some roadblocks, such as its cases overheating to the point that the ammunition prematurely cooked off inside the chamber magazine. Due to this, changes in the design were immediately implemented. These included cooling vents on the weapon, The new and improved version has since been the standard issue weapon of the USCM in the Alien universe. The weapon is relatively lightweight and constructed of ultralight alloy metal stampings. It also contains bits of titanium alloy in its outer casing. Its internal parts are made of high-impact, temperature-resistant plastic. The weapon is sealed and resistant to corrosion, dirt, and moisture. Gristle Gun. Existence. David Cronenberg's existence is not just hard to explain, it's even harder to comprehend. The duo played a biotechnical virtual reality game about programmers who were on the run from several groups. These groups had claims to the latest VR game called Existence. After watching the film, viewers discover that you don't just play the game, you live it, like it's the acid trip version of a video game. The controller is a squishy pink quasi-human-like organ attached to the player's central nervous system with a cable. This cable is creepy and resembles an umbilical cord. To begin, the player needs to be fitted with a bioport at their spine's base. Of course, Cronenberg wasted no time turning this biomechanical aperture into a sexual sport. There was a particularly disturbing scene within this virtual reality world where Jude Law constructed a gun meal that he'd just finished. With this, he made the Gristle Gun. This disturbing piece of where constitutes all sorts of creepy qualities, like being created from bones and shooting human teeth out as bullets. Thematically, Cronenberg has produced this film to be one notch better than Videodrome. It's filled with genetically mutated animals and guns. Moreover, it contains enough gore and slime to give you nightmares for months. Noisy Cricket, Men in Black. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones's Men in Black franchise is famously known to all. The movie contains excellent performances from the two actors and out-of-this-world special effects, portraying some of the most gruesome and terrifying aliens one can find. Released in 1997, Men in Black is a terrific movie and an entertaining portrayal of an alien conspiracy being used for laughs. It's based on Lowell Cunningham's graphic novel and Malibu comic series. Additionally, it contains several sequels and reboots, the latest one being Men in Black International in 2019. Besides the alien conspiracy, an exciting aspect of the movie is its weaponry. The Noisy Cricket is a tiny firearm containing immense power and is the size of one's palm. Despite being tiny, it releases a large amount of energy, enough to level a truck or blow up 5 feet of concrete. Very few agents get the hang of how to best hold the gun properly so that the recoil is minimum. In the original film, Will Smith's character, Agent J, is given the weapon as his first. It's fired for the first time when Edgar the Bug drives away, and J flies back due to its powerful recoil. The result is the release of a large energy mass. Phasers. Star Trek. The Star Trek franchise is an epic one comprising of several movies, television series, as well as media like books and novels. The entire universe has given us several new characters and high-tech weaponry. One such weapon is the almighty phaser. Phasers are the primary weapons used in the Starfleet arsenal. They are the energy weapons. Most of them are classified as particle weapons. Depending on the weapon's intensity and field of beam, it can achieve a variety of tasks. Phaser technology was invented in the 23rd century, and the USS Kelvin was loaded with ship-launched phaser packs. Phaser rifles were also another version of the weaponry used even though the officers still used pistols back then. The beam of the phasers is so powerful that it can destroy any living creatures, either by killing, heating, or disintegrating them. Phasers also have the ability to dissect walls and burrows. The beam is either focused on one spot or within a wider area. There are various types of phaser weapons, depending on their size and capability. The phasers used by the personnel were types 1, 2, and 3. Types 4 and above were significantly more powerful than the ones the Sergeant personnel used. Phaser 1 is a concealed sidearm weapon, while Phaser 2 is slightly larger and is also sidearm. However, this evolved from the pistol style of design. Phaser 3 is the size of a rifle. Besides these, there are up to 12 types of phasers used by the Star Trek universe that are more high-functioning and not just pistols for individual use.
Leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.
Setting mine! I'm reloading!
Hostile UAV overhead.
This one is only 15. Because these fries could happen to me. Ain't but good fries.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah. You're fixed. Another one over there. Ah, man, let that shit.
I'm an overachiever, so I'm always been trying to be better. Hi, my name is Nicole, and I am living with SMA Type 3. I've been told all my life, there's nothing we can do for you. Spinraza was one of the first pieces of hope. I knew that no matter what, I'll try it. Every time I talk about it, I get chills. To tell you how serious I was about getting on Spinraza, it got approved on December 23rd. I was at my doctor's office on December 26th. This is my experience. If somebody asks me, I'm not sure, all I say is, do you want to try to maintain what you have? I'm just blessed with doing a job that I truly love. I live, eat, and breathe graphic design and creativity. I am guilty of being a workaholic. I have an 11-year-old wonderful daughter and an awesome husband. For me, it's always been mind over matter, focusing on what you can do and working around what you can't. When we go out, it's not just hop in the car and go. No, it's get the harness, get the leash, get the bag, get the sweater, get the this, get the treats, get the dinner. A lot of times when we go out, people don't know what to make of us. Spinraza, nusinersen, is given as an injection into the lower back, a procedure called an intrathecal injection, delivering medication directly into the central nervous system. I first started treatment with 4 injections in the first 2 months as initial doses, and now I go back for doses once every 4 months. Some lab tests were run when I first started Spinraza, and again before each dose to monitor my blood and kidneys as recommended by my doctor. The first Spinraza injection, it was very stressful. There was a little bit of a fear of the unknown, but overall it was an amazing experience. I am happy that I made that decision to get on Spinraza and continue treatment. On injection date, there's always a little bit of anxiety, but all in all, it is always an amazing experience of gratitude because I am able to get it, and I'm very thankful for it. Indication. Spinraza, nusinersen, is a prescription medicine used to treat spinal muscular atrophy, SMA, in pediatric and adult patients. Important safety information. Increased risk of bleeding complications has been observed after administration of similar medicines. Your healthcare provider should perform blood tests before you start treatment with Spinraza and before each dose to monitor for signs of these risks. Seek medical attention if unexpected bleeding occurs. Increased risk of kidney damage, including potential kidney, has been observed after administration of similar medicines. A healthcare provider should perform urine testing before you start treatment with Spinraza and before each dose to monitor for signs of this risk. The most common side effects of Spinraza include lower respiratory infection, fever, constipation, headache, vomiting, back pain, and post-lumbar puncture syndrome. These are not all of the possible side effects of Spinraza. Call your healthcare provider for medical advice about side effects. You may report side effects to FDA at 1-800-FDA.
I'm taking enemy fire!
Tell your healthcare provider if you are pregnant or plan to become pregnant. Please see full prescribing information via the link provided. Our full prescribing information is also available for prescribing decisions. Please refer to official approved labeling. This information is not intended to replace discussions with your healthcare provider.
Hundreds of thousands of years before the destruction of the first Death Star in the Battle of Yavin, or BBY, the galaxy forms. An energy field known as the Force comes into being on a mysterious planet in the galaxy center called the Wellspring of Life. Three immensely powerful beings known as the Father, the Son, and the Daughter are all born as well. The daughter embodies the light side of the Force, the son embodies the dark, and their father uses their power to project into the real realm of Force. Over time, sentient species evolve on several planets. On the core world Coruscant, cities begin construction. It is believed to be the home world of humankind.
400. Mission accomplished. Lack a job.
I'm on top.
On the edge of wild space,
But I'm on top
Batu
because
is colonized and becomes a
man.
central hub at the crossroads
I
of
wish they
several
could hear
trading
me,
routes.
man.
Spacefarers encounter massive creatures in deep
I
space
ain't do it by
called
myself.
who are able to travel across
I
the galaxy
felt
at
my
the speed of
teammates
light.
right there,
By
man.
studying their abilities, hyperdrive technology is created, allowing for further expansion of the known galaxy. But a number of supernovas send debris and destruction across a large area of the galaxy. Entire systems are demolished, sparking more supernovas, making hyperspace prospecting nearly impossible in what becomes known.
I hate you on YouTube.
To me, the Magic Man album is all about finding your magic. Magic unlocks.
Inbound friendly SAE.
Today I'm joined by fashion consultant Chris Murray. Hi. So, Pocket Square, where do you start?
Fuck, man.
Simple fold, any suit, any jacket, any shirt, whatever fuck is going on. Plain silk gives you more options because there's two ways of wearing it.
Friendly SAE inbound.
A simple fold or push it things out. I personally, not such a bad thing. These are still quite fun. This is far more wide, but plain. This is the
Hostiles deployed the bomb drone.
Another element. One thing but it's still a luxury shop. Again, go for quality, build made ones, they last a long time.
We've got them on the run. Keep it up.
Enemy here!
How you fold it.
Mission is complete. Good work.
This is a really good place to start. Go on.
You are clear to engage all threats. We have the lead.
You're not leaving me yet.
necesitas entre pedir y no pedir regalos. Considera esto una señal.
Llévate una nueva limonada mediana gratis por tu compra de $1 o más, solo en el app.
Tu amor es tan completamente tierno, forjado de recuerdos. Y sin saber, eres una ventana que me abre la mañana. Tu amor me parte entonces el occidente, me clava de repente y me convierte en un vaso que se amolda a una ilusión ardiente. Dime si mastico el verde menta de tu voz o le pego un parto a mi alma. Átame al pulgar derecho de tu corazón y dime cómo está mi amor en tu amor. Frío, frío, como el agua del río, como amar la fuente, como un beso que cae y se enciende si es que acaso le quieres. Como el agua del río, como caliente, como amar la fuente, tío, tío, como un beso que calla y se siente, si es que acaso le quieres. Y el espejo para abrirlo y encender luz. Al vez de que quieras tú, como el agua del río, como caliente, como el mar de la fuente, tío, tío, como un beso que calla y se enciende, si es que acaso le quieres, tío, tío, como el agua del río, como caliente, como el mar de la fuente, tío, tío, mi vida, como un beso que calla y se enciende, si es que acaso le quieres.
Troy was formally declared bankrupt in 2013. Since then, the city has rebranded investment.
You gotta do that, you gotta do something else.
deathmatch. Old Strasser, your task is to destroy all threats.
Somebody fucking at me, Should kill both of them, man. That's like a space station. Fucked up. Oh, fuck.
Resupply.
Moving here.
Oh! Oh!
Hostiles confirmed in the AO. Too close. New back. What's your buck?
It's alone! Ah!
Hostile UAV in the sector.
Fix it. Man, y'all ain't shut down dude.
Reloading.
Ah! Back later.